Now Param will go to some important subjects which are required to do in each branch. Not a compulsion, but these subjects will give you an extra edge over others because this world is a competitive world right now. So you always have to get better and better from others. Yeah, so Param.
Yeah. So as Mihir said that this world has become a competitive world, it is not at all wrong. You have to be ahead of everyone and make sure that you are updated with whatever important subjects are. So I'll not be going deep into every subject, but yeah, in the comms and IT department, if you're from a comms and IT branch, the subjects that you should focus on are basically these four subjects that are listed. Main and primary importance of any job would be data structures and algorithms. Make sure that you do not ignore this subject at all. You do not do this subject just for passing that semester or just for the getting a good pointer only for that semester. These two subjects are not going to live your side until your last year or even after your during your job. So make sure that you focus a lot on data structures and algorithms. Next up would be a subject named as database. In your syllabus it might be something like database management system, so DBMS for short, many people call it DBMS. So this subject will give you an insight into how big companies have their databases managed, how they access their data, how they do it in real time, how to manage a database, how to use it for your strengths and stuff like that. So make sure that you have core concepts cleared about databases. And then there is this subject named as operating system, which you might encounter in your say fourth sem or say fifth or sixth sem. So basically, when you encounter operating systems, it is a purely very theoretical subject. You might get bored of the faculty that may be teaching it. Like in my case, I'm surely bored, but make sure that you do not ignore this subject, because during your interviews, a lot of questions are asked on this particular subject, operating systems. After that, this subject named discrete mathematics, it is important from the MS point of view, and make sure you focus on it. Coming on to the EXDC ETRX part, these are the four subjects, mainly BEC, Basic Electronic Circuits, Signals and Systems, Microprocessors and Microcontrollers, Digital Logic Design. You should focus on these four subjects mainly because they will contribute a lot of questions coming on to you in your placement scenario interviews.
Param,
Yeah, Fanny,
I'd
go
just
ahead
like
and
to
ask.
add
Yeah.
that so basically these are subjects that will come in your second year, and you better do these subjects well, because most of the subjects coming later on in your entire third year and some part of fourth year will be based on these subjects. So if you don't do them well, so you'll have to again revise through them in your uh, coming years, which you don't want to. So make sure you pay good enough attention on these subjects.
Yeah. So after saying that, let's move to the subjects of mechanical branch. The subjects that you should particularly focus on is mechanics, which you will be encountering in your first year most probably. And then strength of materials is a subject that you should be thorough with. Dynamics of machinery is also a subject that you might need to focus upon. And machine design is another subject that you should give a lot of thought. So make sure that you have noted this down, or you share this with your friends, or you have taken a screenshot and share it on your class group or wherever. But make sure that these subjects you do not take them lightly and do it well. Mir, actually, we have a question on the chat box. Should we?
We can take the questions in the
Yeah.
last because
Okay.
like we have more 15-20 minutes only. So
Yeah.
go ahead.
So after having talked about the important subjects, let me come on to the electives that you can go through, or you can, depending upon branch, select which all to take. As I said, when I was talking about the electives part, you should explore different domains and then decide which elective you want to stick with, or where you want to focus upon, depending upon your future plans. So the most common and most famous electives that are offered by various colleges right now in this scenario are machine learning, deep learning, data science, they are a very hot topic of discussion, and many people are pursuing it just to get into the world of AI, ML, deep learning, etc. So if you are intrigued and are curious about what they are, make sure that you have an elective where you explore any one of these domains and ensure that you understand if at all you like it or not. And then there are development related electives. One such elective which is very famous right now is Flutter. So for those of you who don't know, Flutter is used for app development, for hybrid apps. Like for you can make apps which work both on your iOS and Android using Flutter. So many people are pursuing that. Or React Native is another such elective that you can take, which contributes to the same. Then the another elective is AR/VR, which is augmented reality or virtual reality. The filters that you use basically on your Instagram, they are made using AR/VR. So if they fascinate you, if you want to explore how they are made, and then you can use that elective of AR/VR. Cybersec and awareness is another elective, and we have written pointer over here to emphasize on the fact that many people have the mindset that since it is a theoretical subject, many of them take it to increase their pointer in that particular sem, even if they don't have any kind of deep interest in it. So if that is your motive in any particular semester, so make sure you have this knowledge. Then there is the electives related to web technology. As I said, that I had an elective of Django and it helped me a lot. So web technology electives like Node, Flask, and Django are offered mostly. And as I said, that it helped me a lot because both of my internships that I did recently were of Django. I got my council position because of my knowledge of Django. So yeah, any elective would do there. Computer modeling and simulation is another such elective which will contribute towards a good pointer. And coming to the EXTC ETRX branch electives that you can focus on are operating systems. Since you are from the EXTC ETRX background, if you have an option to study the operating system elective, which is a part of the CSIT branches, then make sure you go for it because that will give you an edge in the placements and interviews. Then you can go for microcontrollers and speech processing, which is a core EXTC elective. In the if you are from mechanical branch and you want to explore the electives that are there, you can go for these 5 subjects, which are namely electric vehicle, additive manufacturing, operations research, power transmission system, and automation. So make sure that you have noted this down, or you have taken the screenshot and share it with your friends. So yeah, that was about the electives that you can take.
Yeah, guys. So now we are at the end. So now we just have 15-20 minutes. So if you really like, you can bear with us. Now we will be talking like now Umang Thadani, who is a tech team, will be talking about his experience. Umang is in his second year of IT, and he has achieved a great, learning, and how he achieved the like he will explain his experience path, and along with synergy, how he's doing right now, and what are his future plans. He will explain. So to Umang, just 4-5 minutes of his experience, and yeah,
Yeah, me, am I audible?
yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna be tired of hearing this line for the at least next 3 to 4 months. So, okay. So myself, Umang Thadani, I am currently pursuing IT engineering at KJ Somaiya College of Engineering. Now, being a part of being in the second year of my formal education, I won't really talk about कि engineering खत्म कैसे करना है. I mean मतलब end तो होता ही नहीं है, but एटलीस्ट जो फॉर्मल एजुकेशन है वो एंड कैसे करना है ये तो मैं शायद आपको नहीं बता पाऊंगा, बट हाउ टू start with your curriculum and how to get over this, that I can definitely talk about. So let me tell you one thing, that even though I belong to IT engineering, I started to code after my first semester. उसके पहले मुझे कुछ भी नहीं पता था कोडिंग का सी भी नहीं आता था. तो how did I get through all that stuff? अभी फर्स्ट ईयर में क्या होता है कि सबको आपको एक हवा होती है कि मुझे तो सब करना है। आप किसी भी स्ट्रीम से हो तो आपको लगेगा कि यार मुझे तो आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस करना है, मुझे मशीन लर्निंग भी करना है, मुझे वेब
सब
डेवलपमेंट
करना
करना
है
है।
या फिर कुछ नहीं करना है, एंजॉय करना है, दोनों होता है फर्स्ट ईयर
हाँ
में।
हाँ, तो एक अलग हवा होती है और उसके साथ साथ सबको लगता है कि मुझे तो हर सेमेस्टर में 10 पॉइंटर भी चाहिए। नाउ फ्रैंकली स्पीकिंग मेरा फर्स्ट सेमेस्टर में पॉइंटर था 9.62, but I consider that was a complete waste of my efforts. Now, I'm definitely not motivating you guys to not focus on pointers and all that stuff. That is somewhat important, but not at the cost of improving your skills. So, ठीक है, pointer आना चाहिए. That is a byproduct of what you learn, but that should not be your focus. आपका focus ये होना चाहिए कि आप skills कैसे develop करते हो. Now, even though I started late with programming, what really helped me with to cope up with other people is that I had this problem-solving skills with me. So before even मतलब आप लोगों ने अगर I hope आप सबने CET, JEE या फिर कुछ दिया होगा, तो कभी कभी ऐसा होता है कि आपको किसी प्राइवेट इंस्टीट्यूट में आपको कोई एक टॉपिक पढ़ाया जाता है, फिर उसको एडवांस लेवल तक पढ़ाया जाता है, but still you're not able to solve that question during your entrance exam. Now, what is that thing which is missing? That is the core concepts which are required to start what you wanted to learn. I call that level as the textbook level. Now, people normally start with the textbook level. जो टेक्स्ट बुक में है वहां से शुरुआत करते हैं, जो रेफरेंस बुक्स में है वहां से शुरुआत करते हैं, एंड दैट इज गोइंग टू हैपन इन इंजीनियरिंग ऑल्सो. सारे टीचर्स आपको टेक्स्ट बुक लेवल से ही स्टार्ट कराएंगे, बट व्हाट you need to focus is on the core concepts which are required for that particular subject, and that will really help you in everything, and that will definitely speed up your process of learning. So the core concept, or the core, that is the fundamentals for coding, is your problem solving skills. So I highly recommend you guys to focus on problem solving skills first. Okay, then talking about what I have achieved by date is that I have this knowledge of programming with C, Java, Python, and I am also proficient with front-end web development. I know how to work with Flutter, and I know how to work with React. These are all some of the web development frameworks and some of the programming languages which I talked about. But okay, learning and all that stuff is cool, but apply भी तो करना है. तो बात ये आती है कि how you apply all those things which you learn. So projects, as Mihir rightly mentioned, is an important part of learning. मतलब आप प्रोजेक्ट सिर्फ इसलिए ही नहीं कर रहे हो क्योंकि आपको अपने कुछ रिज्यूमे में या सीवी में दिखाने, बट यू ऑल्सो डू दोज प्रोजेक्ट्स बिकॉज यू वांट टू इम्प्लीमेंट व्हाट यू लर्न, एंड द बेस्ट वे टू लर्न इज टू इम्प्लीमेंट इट इन अ प्रोजेक्ट. So projects are highly important. Secondly, competitions and hackathons, they are also really important. Currently, I had participated in this Credit Suisse challenge, which was a global coding challenge. So I was able to solve all the questions which were asked in that competition. Although I was not among the top people, but yeah, I feel that even though I started late, so that was kind of an achievement for me because I was at least in some position to compete with other people. Winning is not what you should focus on. What you should really focus on participating and learning. Competitions, hackathons, and all those, even these are not winning competitions. I mean, obviously you win and you lose, and that is a completely different thing. But what I call that, I think that hackathons and competitions are learning events and not competitive events. So you always learn over there. So yeah, that is highly important. Focus on competitions, focus on hackathons, focus on projects and all that stuff. Focus on core concepts, and that will really help you over the time. So yeah, and also me being as a part of Synergy. So yeah, Synergy has been my first collaboration with the team, and बहुत अच्छे लोग हैं. आपको कुछ भी जरूरत होगी तो they will definitely guide you, and obviously I'll be there for you guys. And yeah, so it's a great time with all these guys. And हाँ, मैंने पहली बार टीम में काम किया है और कुछ शुरुआत में नर्वसनेस थी, बट इट्स मतलब अभी सब बढ़िया चल रहा है. Yeah, so that's it from my side.
Great. Thank you,
Great.
Umang. So Yeah, so to summarize our session, like you can read these points, but I would like to read because, like, you know, एक feel आना चाहिए. So that is why have fun, but do not end up wasting your precious time. So precious time is basically the time which you can invest in learning. So try to learn, explore, create, develop new technologies along with enjoying. Keep exploring, learning, finding out what your interests are as early as possible, because as I had said earlier, this current world is completely about
Mhm.
competition. Everybody wants to come first in the race. So you should know what you are good at, what you want to do as early as possible, and you should focus on that path only. As we started our session with, the most important thing is networking. Start connecting with your peers, your seniors, your teachers. Ask them how to focus, how to prepare, how to learn new things. We are also available 24/7 for you. You can DM us anytime. I will be showing you our numbers. You can make a note down of our numbers. You can join our WhatsApp group if you are not there. You can send our contact to your friends, our WhatsApp group links to our friends, and you can network with us. Participate and as much as you can in hackathons. Do not get disheartened by the outcome. As there was a question that does only participation matters and not winning. I would say when you win at that time, like when you participate at that time only, you will win, right? So if you participate, you learn new technologies. So even if you don't win, doesn't matter. You have a project in your hand. You have learned new technology. Next time you can develop a better application with that technology. You can create a good project. So participate in hackathons and competition.